Hotter Than Hell Productions, in conjunction with K-Hell Music, presents the best of the Forever Ballads. 48 great original ballads from rock's biggest stars, including Whitesnake, Aerosmith, Def Leppard, and classics from Crocus, Journey, Roxy Blue. Who? Yes, Roxy Blue, Metallica, Black Sabbath. You'll hear out-of-format classics like The Police, U2, Green Day. Get Hotter Than Hell's the best of the Forever Ballads. 48 great hits for only $7.99 on double cassette, $8.99 for the double LP, or $10.99 for the double CD. Quantities are limited, so act now!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hotter Than Hell podcast. This is your last stop on the crazy train of hard rock and heavy metal. So sit back, buckle in, and hang on. Here we go.
Hello, Hotter Than Hellions. Welcome back to the Hotter Than Hell podcast. This is Steve, your host. I'm joined by my usual cast of characters, BC and BB, and our keyboard player,
Dylan.
All right, as you can hear, this is just Dylan and I making this little intro here. Hope you guys enjoyed part one of our Ballads episode that was released yesterday on Valentine's Day. So I hope, some of these songs maybe got some of you guys laid out there, just throwing that out there. And today we're going to jump right back into part two with myself, BC, BB, Dylan, Jenn, and Sonny, Hollywood, Pooni. So let's go to the show.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed the first half. Second half's coming up. We got 4 more songs for everybody, and then we got a little twist at the end here. Hope you guys enjoy. So we're going to start this one off. We're going to mix it up a little bit. Sonny, give us your next two.
All right, so my fifth pick is a song called "In a Dream." So it's by Badlands off of Voodoo Highway, but that's not the version I picked. I actually picked Bo Bice's 2005 American Idol version. So the Badlands version's okay, and I love Dylan's voice, don't get me wrong, but Bo Bice does it a cappella on the show, and I remember watching the show, I'm sitting next to my wife, oh my God, he's doing a Badlands song, and she's got that look on her face, probably like Corey has every once in a while when you say stuff like that.
No, she just is indifferent. She doesn't care.
Now, what's interesting about this is after this year, I stopped watching Idol because Carrie Underwood won this year, and I'm just like, oh, God, they just hate rockers. I got to stop watching this show. But I thought Bo Bice did a great job on that song. And then my sixth pick is a newer song off of 2017's Light in the Dark by Revolution Saints, and the song's called I Wouldn't Change a Thing. What's interesting with this song is, so Revolution Saints, if you don't know, is Jack Blaze, Doug Aldrich, and then Dean Castronovo. And I remember when I saw Journey with Jeff Scott Soto singing, and when the ballads came, I'm like, where the hell is Jeff and who the hell's singing? And then you realize that Dean's singing the songs. It's like, well, then why did you hire Jeff? If he can sing the slow songs, he can sing the fast songs. And so Dean's got a beautiful voice. And this song's interesting because he didn't write it, but it fits him perfectly because the situation is he's losing somebody that he doesn't really want to lose, but he understands why he lost them. And he said, you know what, the time we spent was worth it anyway. So I thought it was a great song, and he eerily sounds like Perry in a couple of places in this song. So I wouldn't change a thing.
All right, Bo Bice, In a Dream. I like his voice, but I just think this version needed some more music or something. Something in the background, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I was drinking too much that night. And Revolution Saints, I would have changed the thing. I mean, they're lyrically good, very Journey-like, and points for a piano. And the guitar solo, fuck. And I like this so much, I ordered vinyl of it.
Wow.
So I really like that one.
In a Dream with Bo Bice. I really think he did justice for Ray Gillen because that song comes off of Voodoo Highway of Badlands, and it's such a short song, and it's just a cappella, and he vocally just tears it up. I thought it was a really, really good cover, and I don't want to change a thing. I'm a sucker for a good piano and a ripping guitar solo. And this song has both. And Doug Aldridge.
All right, so In a Dream, Bo Bice. I watched American Idol. I repeatedly voted for Bo Bice over and over and over because I wanted a rocker to win, and I got sick and tired of them losing. He has an awesome voice. The song I never heard of before, but it was great. I loved it. I loved the song. I love Bo Bice. Great pick. I wouldn't change a thing. Sonny, thank you a lot. I listened to the song and sat there and cried my eyes out. So I don't know why it really hit me, and it was a great song and made me really upset.
So now John will be mad at us now because
'Cause
we
now
made you
it's
cry.
Sunday. He probably wasn't even
Why
paying
did you
attention.
cry?
Are
Well,
you
that's
kidding
true.
me?
He was enjoying the silence.
That's right. Until he heard.
I stubbed my toe. All right, Bo Bice in a Dream. I did not realize that was a Badlands song.
Ryan Seacrest says it
And-
right before he sings it.
I didn't pay attention to that part. The
didn't see
best
that.
part about this song for me was that it was so short. I didn't care for it. I don't know why. It just, I want some music with stuff. I do. Great voice, though. Great voice. I will not take that away from him. I wouldn't change a thing. Love the Revolution Saints. Dean Coscinovo. I talked to him on the Kiss Cruise. This guy has boundless amounts of energy, this guy. He's like bouncing off the walls. He's just a fantastic singer. And Sonny, you're right. And I was watching the Live in Manila DVD from Journey, and the singer leaves the stage and he sings Mother, Father, and I think Still They Ride on that. And I'm like, why the fuck did they hire a singer? This guy is fantastic, and he's a monster drummer. Great album. Love Revolution Saints. Excellent pick.
The thing I love the most about the In a Dream video was the YouTube video I watched. The username was Bo-nified Bice. So I thought that was a fun little thing. Yeah, the song, I think he's a great singer. The song really didn't do much for me. He performed it really well. I felt it was like, okay, some dude's just singing alone on stage.
Needed something.
And it needed something to back it up. Because there was nothing even on the screen. It was just like, and I understand what he was trying to do. He was trying to, bring the performance to him. But I don't know. I needed something to.
You guys
to
are like
accent
Simon
it.
Cowell here.
Usually I'm right.
I want a William Hung up there.
Usually I'm Paula, and I'm pretty high the entire time. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I thought that he performed it really well, though. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing about this song. I think it's an amazing song. I love the guitar work in it, and the vocals are phenomenal, like everybody said. So 1 out of 2.
1 out of 2. All right, BC, what do you got up next, buddy?
I'm gonna go with going back to my Boys in Great White. One of my favorite Great White albums, Psycho City. Love Is a Lie. Again, Jack Russell. He is the voice of Great White. I don't care what people say. You can't replace Jack. Mark Kindle again, guitar playing on this, and they throw in the what? Piano,
baby.
So I mean,
It's got to be a ballad.
this is just an out of the park song for me when it comes to ballads. And my next one would be Heaven's Edge, Philly Boys with Just Another Fire. Acoustically, I mean, but if you guys out there are looking for the song, look up their first debut album, and it's on the bonus stuff on iTunes and Apple Music. And there's a acoustic demo version of this song. It's out of the park.
Yeah, Great White Love Is a Lie. Fantastic song. Once again, the piano and guitar, I'm sucked right in. And it's funny how it seemed like when the piano starts, they crank it up a little bit. There's a little bit more love to the piano in that piano solo that they do.
So it's the opposite of the bass in So This Is Love.
Yeah, exactly. And Mark Kindle, once again, he just such a great bluesy rock guitar. He doesn't get enough
so much
love.
passion in this playing.
And then Just Another Fire, Heaven's Edge. I love Heaven's Edge. Heaven's Edge, I cannot get enough of Heaven's Edge. Mark Evans?
Yes,
Evans
Mark
is
Evans. Yes.
Mark Evans. In the part towards the end, he does that a cappella. He probably does like 2 lines, it just fucking it gave me chills. I'm like, man, this kid can sing. But two fantastic picks.
Great White again. I can't believe I never heard it because I just kept playing Once Bitten, Twice Shy
Here we go again.
over and over again. Didn't expand my
So
horizons.
Cycle City was never on our radar.
No. So I really like the song, and I can't believe it really was the first time I was hearing it. Good song. Heaven's Edge, never heard of them. I thought it was a really good song, and my favorite part was when the instrument stopped and he continued to sing. I thought that was I thought that was really
You
great.
definitely like the demo version. Then.
I'm going to say BC really likes the softer side of Great White because two ballad episodes in a row he picked the song from Great White. And
Because it's love, damn it.
you did not, BC, he's a hopeless romantic. What can I fucking tell you? Great pick, though. Love Is a Lie is excellent. And Psycho City, the album that it's on, is an extremely underrated album. If you like Twice Shy and Once Bitten, pick up Psycho City. It
Blows out of the
fucking
water.
kicks ass. Probably my favorite Great White album.
Pretty much.
And I like the first one. The first one's really good, though. Great song, though. I love the piano, the guitar solos in it. The guitar solo and the vocals, they're very soulful. I think it's a great melding of these guys. Another song that Mark Kendall and Jack Russell just meshed together so friggin' perfectly. Just Another Fire. I'll give it just okay. I like the vocals. It's a little too mellow for this guy.
Like I hinted at earlier, this is my favorite Great White song that we're talking about tonight. I had never heard it before. Psycho City never went on my radar, so I was really happy I got to listen to this. It's a long song, but it's really good, and there's the little bits of guitars that I like coming in before the main chunk of guitar. And the piano's great in it, and vocals are amazing. It's a great, awesome song that I was not expecting, and I really enjoyed it. Just Another Fire, I'm going to say good, not great. I enjoy it. It's a great song. It's a good song. I won't deny that, but it doesn't wow me, I'll say. I've heard it before, and I enjoy it. It's just not like, yes, I'm putting this on right now, you know?
All right, so the Great White song is awesome. And I've never heard Psycho City. I didn't have the song.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know how I missed on Psycho City. It must have been mid-90s? Is it mid-90s?
92-ish?
Yeah, somehow I
I'm
missed
rough
it.
on the
But
dates. Early.
great song. So I got to go get a copy of Psycho
Yeah,
City.
92.
92, yeah.
Yeah, Heaven's Edge. So they were on the 2015 Monsters of Rock cruise, so I didn't know who they were. So I went and got the album, listened to the whole thing off iTunes. I was like, meh, whatever. And this song, when I first heard it, I was like, whatever. Then I'm on the boat, and this band's on stage. I'm like, who the hell is that? Because they suck. And it was Heaven's Edge. I just can't get into these guys.
Wow.
And it's one of those, that first taste I had of them wasn't great, and then I saw them live and it wasn't great, and I'm out. Like, I just
Nice
can't
going,
get into
Sonny.
it.
BB just left.
BB's putting his coat on and walking out.
He's
the door.
walking out.
Sorry.
He just left.
Sorry.
out of here.
I think Heaven's Edge has been BB's hidden gem for like fucking 8 episodes.
Oh.
Pennsylvania boys.
Boy, oh
See,
boy.
you missed the bow, son. You should have said once again, "I love you, BB," but even though it was a BC song, BB.
All right.
Take your coat off.
Well, all right.
and do
All
the
right.
next
All right.
song.
I'll stick around.
Please stay.
Yeah.
I got lots to say next.
Wow.
Not really, though.
Oh, okay. My next pick is going to be probably the most popular of the 8 I picked. Is going to be Crocus. Screaming in the Night. It was off their Headhunter album in 1983. This is probably their biggest hit. And if you don't know this song,
You don't know Crocus.
you don't know Crocus, exactly. Fantastic song, and it's such a quintessential like 80s hard rock ballad, and I think it's a fantastic song. Now to my least known will be Red Rose from Rock's Gang. This is off their Things You Never Done Before from 1988.
Great album.
Rock's Gang is one of those bands from '88 that never got the love that they deserved. These guys are fantastic. They're like glam, gritty rock, like an LA Guns type thing, and and this song is just so deep and dark. I figured this is fantastic for a great Valentine's Day album.
Well, it's nice knowing you guys, because I think I'm going to get kicked out.
You're getting
No.
Crocus, I have a I guess it was okay.
Okay, stop the recording right there.
And Rock's Gang, wasn't a huge fan. I kind of got preoccupied. Sorry.
Wow.
That's it. Stop the recording.
BC hitter.
That's all I got.
I think John got up and walked across the room to go to the bathroom and distracted her so you didn't listen to
Yeah,
her.
That's
had
what
to be.
happened.
Had to be, yes.
That's what happened. That's
See?
what happened. All right, Screaming in the Night, Crocus. Excellent. Harpo song, BC. This was like the one, quotations ballad. I like this song so much. It's great. I love the solo in it. I think it's great. And from the Headhunter album. And I was fortunate enough to see them do this live on the Blitz tour, which was fucking phenomenal. Red Rose, Rock's Gang. Rock's Gang is a kick-ass band, and they just were on another band like right there on the cusp. Not my favorite song on the album, but as far as the ballads go, it's a good one. I like it.
Crocus, it's a good song. I like it. I originally didn't think it was a ballad, but going from the storytelling, it is definitely a ballad. If that's your definition of a ballad, so I have to give it to you there, because that does tell a story. Like, it's very much like a tale being spun. Rock's Gang, I thought the guitar work in it was awesome. I thought that was phenomenal. I don't think that's a ballad, in my opinion. I don't know why it didn't click ballad for me. I thought it was a great song, though. Good song.
All right, so Screaming in the Night, awesome. I don't know if you guys know, but Jimmy Jamison does the backing vocals on that.
Jimmy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's a great song. They were on that 2015 cruise, too, man. Crocus was awesome. The Rock's Game song, that's the first time I've ever heard it. The guitar solo is bananas. I don't know how it fits into the song, but it's a great guitar solo. And when I listened to it twice, and I'm just like, I got this feeling that somebody told Rock's Gang, you got to put out a ballad, and this is the closest we can get. Because it was just kind of meh to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Crocus, Screaming in the Night. I mean, I just wanted a classic Harpo cover, and just love the beginning. How it comes in nice.
It builds.
It builds right up, and then it's fine. And then Rock's Gang, come on, I've been a fan of Rock's Gang since the beginning. Hell, I met them in a local grocery store.
We got to drink with them. Separately. I didn't even know BC. We both drank with
We
them.
both drank with them. Red Rose. I love the I call it the drums at the beginning. I call it the
marching drum.
Civil
Marching.
War,
All
the
right.
Civil War type,
Or the Black Parade type.
and the Black Parade type, and the guitar solo, like Sonny said, damn, two good songs.
All right. Good picks, BB. Jen.
All right, so
Come on. Wow factor us, Jen. Come
This is
on.
the wow factor.
Here it comes.
I don't think that you guys would have thought that I picked this one.
Oh boy.
But Motley Crue, You're All I Need.
It was a curveball.
I mean, it's not a popular song, but it's a great song. It has a really crazy story to it where, if I can't have you, nobody is going to, because I'm just going to kill you. So it's a great song, and I've never...
I put you to sleep.
How many times have I seen Motley Crue BC with you? Like 4, 5, 6 times? I don't know, but they never play it. And it's such a good song. I love it.
It's your white whale.
I really want them to play it. They need to get back together just so I can see them do this.
Damn it.
And then my 6th song is Guns N' Roses' Patience. I know a lot of people aren't huge fans of Guns N' Roses, but I think that Patience is a really great song, because sometimes you just need to have patience and let things happen when they need to happen and not try to push them. That's my take on it.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You're all I need.
And this is
Kick-ass fucking song. This song is like, it's sick, but it's good. Like, they did a video for this MTV. Like, I think they played it once, and it was like fucking banned.
Yeah.
And I actually watched the video yesterday, last night actually, and I don't know, compared to what the fuck is out there now. I mean, this is like,
Right.
watching the Teletubbies or some
Yeah.
fucking thing.
Teletubbies.
Great song. Hey, first time Teletubbies was ever mentioned on this podcast. But It's an excellent song. I like the very soulful. This was way before Vince Neil was mailing it in. And listen to, I like how this song is arranged. There's no like acoustic string type thing. It's all chords. It's all just like power chord type things. I think it's a great song. And Patience, the worst Guns N' Roses song that was ever put on fucking tape.
Well, I had to have one that
I know.
counts.
I'm sorry, Jen.
No,
I
it's
love
all
you,
right.
but I fucking absolutely hate this song. This is a song that I will skip 100 times out of 100.
I'm sorry, have you listened to Chinese Democracy, sir?
Have you listened?
I have. I'll
And you're
listen-
saying Patience is worse than every.
I
is
fucking
worse than
hate
every
it.
song
I just
on Chinese
hate it.
Democracy.
I'm sorry. I hate
You
it.
think it's worse than every song on the Spaghetti Incident?
Oh, that's.
Hate it.
Oh my god. What? Anyways.
You know what's bad when Dylan throws the F bomb?
Dylan throwing the F-bomb. Look out.
Wow.
Just saying.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm not entitled to my own
So-
opinion, but
No, I'm
that's all right.
just shell shocked by that. Jen, I remember you having fond words about your All I Need on the Motley Crue episode. I remember you bashing it, actually, that you didn't like that it ended Girls, Girls, Girls.
What, this song?
Yeah. I remember you.
They should have went on in a rocker. I still agree with that.
I think it's great. I do think that the piano and the guitar at the beginning do not sound great together because it's like that kind of guitar at first, and the piano sounds really cheap to me. But I love the song. Besides those couple of things, Vince sounds great. He really sells that song, and it's a great song. Patience, I don't think it's the worst Guns N' Roses song by a long shot. I quite like it. I think it's a nice little sweet acoustic song. The band doesn't get to do this side a lot, and I think they really excel at it. And Axl also sounds really good on the song as well. So two good songs, I think. Sonny, what do you think?
Jen, I love you. Just remember that. Vince Neil and ballads, I just can't do it. Can't do it. I tried. Home Sweet Home was basically pounded into our brains for, a year and a half.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Vince, I can't handle that song.
I love you,
Just can't.
Vince,
You
but
know, he would never be able to sing it now. Even though I would like
Yeah.
to see them perform it, he can't sing.
It was questionable when he put it on the record that he was able to sing it. I can't handle it.
it took him 6 weeks to put down the vocals for that one.
Yeah, probably. On the opposite end, though, I love Patience. I think it's one of Guns N' Roses' better songs. I like that whole album. Used to Love Her is awesome on that album.
Good song.
So even though Patience was stuffed down our throats by MTV, I never had a problem with it. So love-hate with those two songs.
Okay, I'm gonna go back in time. Motley Crue, You're All I Need. Love the lyrics, the theme, the story behind the song, kind of twisted and everything. But I know, Steve, were you at the Motley Crue concert, Pocono Downs?
I was there.
When they finished the show, did they play the song on the way out? Like when everybody's there?
When you're walking out,
Did they?
they didn't play it.
No,
But
no,
it
but
was the
it was-
outro song. It was it was the song as you're walking out.
See, I
Right.
can't remember her name half the days, but
Right.
I can remember that. And Guns N' Roses, I liked when they came out with this because it was acoustic and different for GNR at that time.
Yeah.
I used to love her, had to kill her. She's buried in my backyard.
Oh, that shit I love. I absolutely love those songs, but I don't
Just
like
no
the.
patience.
I just patience. I have no patience.
You have no patience
I have
for
no
Yeah,
patience.
no patience for
patience.
patience.
Yeah,
But no, I
Hated
again,
it.
Two good picks.
Whistling at the beginning does nothing for you?
Come on.
Doesn't help.
But you like the whistling in Civil War, right?
See, that's funny. You're all I need. I think this is a great pick because it's probably one of the lesser known of your album, which is good. I love the piano, and I actually like that little goofy distortion guitar that mixes behind that piano when it starts. I thought that was kind of cool. And Patience, the old Whistler song, but a cool little thing about this one. As we released this podcast the day after Valentine's Day, the video was recorded 30 years ago on Valentine's Day, BC. So That's how
Nothing
that's
says
how
love
old
more than
you
that.
all of us feel now that Patience is 30 years old.
They should have been banging their girlfriends instead.
But I think it's really cool. Like, there's probably like at the it's towards the end, maybe just like a minute left or something, and he just starts singing.
Yeah, I know you.
I kind of like that part of the song.
What
So
was that, BC?
yeah, I like that part of the song. So I think they're two good picks. I don't care what BC says.
Sorry.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
We get kicked in the acapella.
Wow. Jen Acapello here at the podcast. Wow.
You heard it here first.
We're,
It's a.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
It's your turn.
Okay. I know you're over here yet.
We're in the opposite order.
I'm going to when Sonny did his pick for Revolution Saints. I'm sorry, Dean Castronovo. I'm going to bring Journey back into the conversation from the Frontiers album. A song called "After the Fall." I think it's just a great mellow song. I love the background vocals on that. I love the guitar on it. Neil Schon is such an underrated guitar player, and even on slow songs like this guy like absolutely shines. I think he's friggin' fantastic. And the next song I'm gonna go Little Whitesnake, Little Deeper the Love from the Slip of the Tongue album. And I think it's just that I love the song. This is one of them other songs too that gives me that kind of like factor because it reminds me, it takes me back to shit that I'm not gonna get into that took me back in the day, and I think it's great. I think it's an excellent song. I like it. I like the melody of it. I just like kind of like the groove to it. I like it. I love there's a little bit of bluesy guitar in the song also, and I like it. I love it.
After the Fall featured in what movie, everybody? Risky Business.
Okay.
A great song. I think it's off of one of my favorite Journey albums, Frontiers. A really good slow song. Journey does slow songs quite a bit, but this is one of the better ones, I think. I really enjoy it. The guitar solo is really great at the end. Really awesome playing. Deeper the Love, I think everybody knows I'm not the biggest Whitesnake fan. I got burned out on them very quickly in my life. This isn't too bad of a song, though, having said that. I enjoyed it as much as I can enjoy Whitesnake at this point.
Junior Whitesnake right down Dylan's ears.
The beginning drums remind me of Flash's theme from Queen.
Oh yeah.
I was expecting a Flash. But I did not get that, so I was disappointed. But the guitar work was great in it. So I did enjoy it. I'm still not the world's biggest Whitesnake fan, though. Sonny, how about you?
After the Fall, Steve Perry is the man. Like, the chorus drags a little bit, but man, the notes he's hitting is unbelievable. So, great song. Deeper the Love, man, this album gets a way big bad rap. It doesn't deserve the bad rap it gets. I love Vi. I thought Vi did a great solo on this song, and I think that trifecta of Slide It In, the 87 album, and Slip of the Tongue, dude, that's an unbelievable trifecta of albums to me, so I love Deeper Love.
Okay, Journey, this is by far one of my favorite Journey albums, After the Fall. I think Sonny said it. Steve Perry. Steve Perry is Journey. And they're great song. And Whitesnake, the Deeper Love, when you sit there and just listen to the song, it's a good song. Unfortunately, it was one of those snake hits I got, and it was played too much. But if you sit back and listen to the song, it's a good song.
Yeah, After the Fall for Journey, this is like Journey's like hidden gem. It's so good, and it never really got like the play that it actually deserved. So kudos to picking that one because I think it's a fantastic song. Deeper the Love, Whitesnake. You can't go wrong with a ballad from Whitesnake. Coverdale's vocals are just fucking spot on. It's like 1987. Yeah, his vocals at this point of the game are like fantastic, and they keep getting better. And like Sonny said, Steve Vai, kick-ass guitar riffs in it, great ballad, awesome drums, perfect 80s ballad song.
I can't believe that I did not know this song.
Really?
You said
Which
it
one?
wasn't popular. Journey.
Oh.
First one, yeah. it just wasn't popular back when.
They even had a video for it.
Because you had Separate Ways, Faithfully.
It was like
Yeah, it was like the third single.
Oh, okay.
It is
So-
like they're hitting the gun. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it is
really
like-
like that
It
song.
is. I've always thought this was like one of the best songs on the album, even though
Can't beat
there's like
Separate
rockin'
Ways.
songs on there too. It's fucking great.
Can't beat Separate Ways.
And like Dylan, I never really liked Whitesnake. I never really got into them. The song was okay, but I probably wouldn't listen to it again.
That's all right.
So
He's a song for
Even.
He's a song for
so we're even now.
All right. Who we got now? Who's up? Dylan.
Yep,
What do you got for us now?
me. Okay, so I would like to remind the court that I did look to see that all these songs were considered ballads, and this next song was a ballad and is a ballad and will always be a ballad off of Metallica's Death Magnetic album, The Day That Never Comes. Metallica has a trend to do their ballad songs on the fourth track. Welcome Home Sanitarium's on there. Fade to Black is the fourth track. One's the fourth track. This is the fourth track on Death Magnetic.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
That is cool.
It's a fun little Easter egg that I always like. It's just a nice. It has apocalyptic overtones. The lyrics, really awesome, just jam session at the end. But the beginning, James Hetfield's vocals are almost unrecognizable as him at the beginning. It sounds very clean for him, and he gets into the growling more towards the chorus and as the song goes. And I like that his vocals progressively become more edgier, I'll say. And this is a song that grabbed me the first time I heard it, and I loved it ever since. Probably one of my favorites off of that album. Though produced not the best, it's a little loud in the mix, but I really love that song. And then my next song is off of one of my favorite Alice Cooper albums, Trash. As I always say, late 80s, early 90s Alice is best Alice, and you can't go wrong with the song Poison. I always loved that song. First time I saw it live, I was blown away by it. I love the background vocals in it, so good. I also love that like live Alice does the raise your hands if you're poison, and everybody goes crazy for it. But it's just such a great ballad, and I love the back and forth between Alice's main singing in the chorus and then the background vocals doing like that don't touch it. Like I love how they kind of ebb and flow together and make a nice package, and it's a great song, amazing guitar work. Alice sounds great, and the background vocals I think are the main part for me. I always love singing along with them. So The Day That Never Comes and Poison. Sonny, your thoughts?
All right, The Day That Never Comes, I love Hetfield's vocal on this. The drums are too damn loud and distracting.
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst thing you can do to a ballad is the music is distracting. And I don't know who the hell produced this album, but the drums are just way too loud.
I believe
And the
it was-
song,
They never mastered it.
I think it was Rick Rubin that produced it.
oh, okay. And the song could have been like 2 minutes shorter and it would have been fine, right? But I really like the song, it's just I wish the drums were down. Poison, Exile Island. I do not believe this is a ballad, because
It's
first
listed
of
as a
all,
ballad on Wikipedia.
it's the opening track. Second, you put this song and Only My Heart Talking next to each other. Only My Heart Talking's a ballad, to me. I love the song. I just think it needs to be on Exile Island.
Wikipedia says otherwise.
But Metallica, Day That Never Comes, I mean, I like it. I mean, the most thing I've written down is I love the rocking parts and the solo in it. And I gotta agree with Sonny on this one. I love Poison. It's not ballad to me. I love the song though. Great song.
Okay. Desmond Child wrote it. So.
God damn you, Desmond.
The Day That Never Comes. I love the softer vocals in the beginning. The lyrics are kick-ass. And then 5 minutes into the song, it turns into that Metallica that you know and love. It just boof. And it doesn't even fit the song, but it's so fucking good it fits the song.
You don't mind if it doesn't.
I don't mind it. I actually like it.
Yeah.
Poison, you know I'm tough on Alice, and Poison's Poison. It's a great Alice song. I just can't get into Alice. I'm trying, but I keep trying. It's a classic Alice song. It's probably one of his most popular ones. But the guitar work in it is really, really good. Whoever plays guitar for him, I have no clue who that is, but
Alex Cooper. That's his brother.
oh, is it? Oh,
your brother.
so they're my two.
The Day That Never Comes, it's Metallica. Who doesn't like Metallica? Awesome song. I didn't really think of it as a ballad until I started listening to it. And then I was like, yeah, cool, I like this song. So I think it's a great song. And Poison is an awesome song. I absolutely love this song. I think it's a ballad because to me, the meaning is it's something, or he, she, something that you want, but you should stay away from that person, but you don't have control over what you want.
Yep.
So that is a ballad. Love the song. Great pick.
BB, it was John McCurry that played guitar on the album.
We'll give that boy some props.
Okay, Poison. Alice. I will. Actually, let me address Metallica first. When we wanted to make sure that everybody knew the songs on this show because like the last time we did this, there were some songs that people didn't know about.
I didn't know most of them.
Yeah, so we want to make sure everybody at least listened to them a little bit. When Dylan said The Day That Never Comes, I'm like, I don't remember any ballads on Death Magnetic. So let me listen. So I listened to it. I was like, okay. So then one morning I get out of work, and it was one of the days where it was like 6 degrees out or some fucking thing. So I go out to warm up my vehicle, and I put it on, and XM radio's on, and the Boneyard is on, and I'm like, there's this fucking rockin' riff, and I'm like, this fucking song's great, and I'm like, wow, this fucking rocks. I look down, it's like The Day That Never Comes from Metallica. I'm like, that's not very ballad-like. So this song, although I love it, it's kick-ass. It goes to Exile Island for me. I think it's kick-ass. Poison. Love the song. This tried to make it to Exile Island, but didn't quite make it. But it's a great song. I think it's great, and I do agree with Jenn on this one. That it's got a ballad lyric feel to it. I will say. So I enjoy it. 2 great songs, but one goes to Exile Island, the other one is just kind of waiting in the water.
Okay, Sonny, are these the final two?
Yeah, the final 2.
Wow.
All right, so my first one's from Stryper called Lady. It's off 1990s Against the Law. So this is the non-religious album. And Michael Sweet's been in a ton of interviews, said it's his least favorite album because it sold the least. I actually like it a lot. I kind of like it that it didn't have religious overtones, and I really like the whole album. This song is awesome to me, and it just kind of goes to show you that, like, guys will do kind of whatever it takes. Just tell us what you want. You can't just keep expecting us to do it, though. Like, it's not going to keep doing forever. So, perfect solo, and love the song. And the backing vocals are done by my next pick, Jeff Scott Soto. So Band Eyes comes out, the first album comes out in 1990. This is a desert island album for me. So this song is actually not written by Jeff. It's written by Diane Warren and a guy named Albert Hammond. If you don't know Albert Hammond, he wrote Nothing Gonna Stop Us Now by Starship, wrote One Moment in Time by Whitney, wrote To All the Girls I've Loved Before, that Willie Nelson Iglesias song. I could have picked 10 to 15 Jeff Scott Soto songs. He wails on this awesome melody. Ace, if you remember, if this song sounded familiar, Ace of Base did it in 94, and it went to number 4. There's a version 86 that Tina Turner did, sounded just like anything else Tina Turner did. Neil Diamond did it in 92, sounds like every other Neil Diamond song. And Bonnie and Tyler did it in 88, and it's just kind of meh. But I really like these 2 songs.
Yeah, Stryper, I've been a Stryper fan since the beginning. And what stood out on this album, they lost the yellow and black and just went black and white or silver?
Blue.
White, blue? Yeah, I know they did away with
black and blue, yeah.
They did away with the yellow there.
Well, that's even like black and blue, Sonny.
I don't.
Anyways, love the song. And Eyes, I mean, here's a band that, as much as I know Jeff Scott Soto, I never heard of it until we first started talking with Sonny. And I really have to check out this band even more, because every time we go back to it, I find something I like more and more about this this band.
Yeah, for me, Lady, fantastic. I love the layered and acoustic electric guitars in it. And it's so funny, like hearing Michael Sweet's voice now and then listening to this now, it's like, oh my God, it's like a young Michael Sweet because the vocals are so like much higher than he is now, which was really, really cool for me. I thought it was a fantastic pick. And Jeff Scott Soto, his fucking vocals are through the roof in this song. And I've never heard of Eyes, and this song is fucking fantastic. And I know Sonny's been a fan of Jeff Scott Soto's for years, and his vocals in this song are mind-blowing. But another two great picks.
So, Lady, it's a good song. It reminds me of a situation I was in. That's what I have written down, but I don't remember what the song was about. So, I don't know, but that's what I have. But I'm sorry, guys. Don't shoot me. But I don't like Stryper's voice. I don't know the singer's name.
Michael Sweet.
Yeah, I don't like his voice. I kind of wish that Tom
John
Kiefer
Stryper,
was
his name
singing
is.
it. All right, whatever. So if Tom Kiefer was singing that song, I think I'd like it much better. I just have an issue with his voice. Yeah, I don't care for it. Sorry.
Now listen to him.
But I like the song.
But you gotta listen to him nowadays.
That is a Stryper song. So
I think his voice is getting better and better.
Oh.
I mean, this is back in what, 1990? 91?
I don't know. Sorry.
All right.
She hasn't done-
I got one more. Got one more.
I'm sorry. I
I was
apologize.
paying attention that time.
I apologize.
I knew that she hadn't.
Don't Turn Around. The only thing I can think of is the version by Ace of Base, and I can't listen to it any other way. So I like the song by Ace of Base. I just can't get it into someone else singing it.
But she still loves you, Sonny.
But I still love you, Sonny.
All right.
Now you can go.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Appreciate it.
My permission.
Lady from Stryper. Cool song. Great vocals. The solo I really like in it. And I do like Above the Law album. Great Stryper. Like kind of an off the radar kind of Stryper album.
Because it was different for them. I think.
Yeah. And I definitely enjoy that. Don't Turn Around, Eyes. And Sonny put me on these guys a while ago. And I'm not surprised at all that Sonny worked in Jeff Scott Soto and Richie Costin into this episode.
He booked it.
He did. He had one on each end.
On purpose.
Yep. But great song. I like those guys, and that's an album that I've been kind of gradually like throwing out once in a while. And Sonny, I'm not saying it's one of my Desert Island albums, but it's very good. They're a great band. And, I don't know the history of them or, what's going on with them or what went on with them, but really good album and great way to round it out.
Lady, I was excited that Stryper covered the Stick song. It is not the Stick song. But it is a very good song. I don't think I've heard a Stryper song that I didn't like. And this is just another one that I think is phenomenal. Don't Turn Around, I am completely in the same camp that Jenn is. I love the Ace of Base version, and I can't hear it any other way. This is a good cover of it, but for me, I always think of the Swede pop version that I'm so used to. I really jammed out to Ace of Base back in the day for some reason. I don't know if I was obsessed with the song The Sign when it was on Full House because DJ's band played it, but then I got into Ace of Base from that, and Don't Turn Around ended up being my favorite Ace of Base song, even though that's a cover. I really enjoyed it, but this version is also really good. Jeff Scott Soto, you can't fault the man's talent.
Sonny, do it. Sonny.
I don't know how to do it.
There you go.
You got it.
All right. Before we move on to who's next, BC's picks, I want Eyes. That kind of, for me, had a like Richard Marx kind of sound to it. Like she's a lady, like that, like it. You know what I mean? That song, whatever it is.
Sure.
It had that kind of feel to it for me, but don't let that distract you. It's good.
Don't let it distract you.
So, all right, great pick, Sonny. They were excellent. BC.
I'm going to finish off my list.
Round it out, BC, with something that we heard about, please.
I can't help you out there.
I know. Well, I'm
definitely not.
Come on.
I'm
give
half
some
and half
love
on
to
these.
these people, damn it. Anyways, I don't like to be with the group. I like to branch out. Cry Wolf out of the San Francisco Bay Area. I got to throw a song of these guys in because I've always liked these guys since way back in the day. Long Hard Road. To me, a lot of people don't know the song. I'm going to get slack for it, but I like it. And then I'm going to finish it off with Quiet Riot, Don't Want to Be Your Fool, which to me, this is off a phenomenal album with you can't replace Kevin Cabral, but to me, this is a great album. And just the vocals on not only this album, this song, it's just superb.
And the singer is
Paul.
Shortino.
That a boy.
Holy sure.
Holy short. Hey, dudes.
First, I want to say, BC, if you ever want to make me a mixtape,
If you want to leave, I won't beg you to stay.
leave this off.
you would be fantastic.
I'll get you later.
As long as you leave
Oh, come
the Cry Wolf song off of it.
Sonny, help me out.
You were kicking out, like, every song was fucking fantastic, and I'm like,
Good. Okay.
what happened here? What is wrong with what happened here? But thank God you put this song at the end. Don't Want to Be Your Fool. Let me tell you. And here I go again with the Quiet Riot. And even though it's Quiet Riot, but it's not Quiet Riot. But it's only Quiet Riot because Benelli's there and Carlos is there. Paul Sortino's vocals are fucking fantastic on this song. It's almost like an all-star band because then they have that Sean McCabe that plays bass
Sean
with
McNabb.
Lynch Mob now.
Lynch Mob.
And let me tell you,
Great way.
this is a great, fantastic song to end your list. I thought it was really good. But don't put Cry Wolf on any of your lists anymore.
So, Cry Wolf. Apparently, I didn't like his voice.
What?
And
You talk about it like it's another person that wrote
yeah,
it.
because I don't remember. Apparently, I didn't
I
like
like
his
his
voice,
voice.
and I thought the song was okay. Didn't hate it. Quiet Riot. I never really listened to Quiet Riot. I didn't really get into them.
You have to sit down and listen to this whole album.
So apparently, I am a fool.
Yes, sir.
And I didn't really like the song, but I didn't really hate the song. I was partial to the song.
Unmemorable.
Huh, unmemorable. Huh.
Unmemorable.
Wow.
It happens.
All right, Long Hard Road. BC, you know I enjoy some Cry Wolf every now and then. It's not bad. I like when they harmonize. I like when they all sing on that song. And Don't Want to Be Your Fool. I'm like, oh, Paul Sortino, kick ass, great solo. Carlos Carvazzo, criminally underrated guitar player. And this is I put this album in the same category as the Motley Crue album with John Corabi. That if it was called anything else, if it was called like the gray microphone or the whatever or the empty beer bottle, and they put this out back in the day when this came out, it would have been a hit. But it was Quiet Riot, and it wasn't Kevin Dubrow on vocals, and it was a kind of a vast departure. The album before it was Condition Critical, which was pretty much an addendum to Mental Health, but this was a total departure for the band. I'm sorry, Quiet Riot 3 was the album that came before that one. But just a phenomenal album. Paul Sortino still has these pipes. Amazing singer. And do yourselves a favor, guys. Go out there and check out the Quiet Riot album. It's self-titled, just like the Motley Crue one. If you think of it as something else, it is a phenomenal fucking album. Don't Want to Be Your Fool, great song.
Yeah, I was going to say, just listen to it, not as Quiet Riot.
Right, just listen to it as a rock album. It kicks ass.
Cry Wolf, good, not great. I thought it was a very competent song. Everybody played well. It just didn't wow me. Still, it's listenable. I enjoyed it. Quiet Riot, if you put a blindfold on me, I would never have been able to tell you who this was, because I had never listened to this album. I had never checked it out. But I really liked the song. It was good. It was a really decent song. I would definitely be interested in checking out the rest of the album.
All right, so BC, don't take it too hard. Long Hard Road is awesome. Screw these guys.
Yeah!
Cry Wolf rocks, and I would put Cry Wolf on your list every time just to spite BB now. There's 10 songs on that album. That makes a good 10 list right there.
You already said spite. Too late.
Can't return it. Damn it.
Don't want to be your fool. So I jumped off the Quiet Riot train at The Wild and the Young. Because if you guys remember, Dubrow was talking a lot of crap about a lot of bands. Mm-hmm. And, just seeing them on MTV and then reading stuff in Hit Parader and stuff like that, I'm just like, I'm done with these guys. And I only liked Bang Your Head and that kind of stuff anyway, so whatever. So I go find this song, put it in my headphones, I'm listening to it. I'm like, stupid BC, this isn't Quiet Riot. That's not Kevin Dubrow. Like, what the hell is this? Right? A beautiful song. I'm like, stupid BC. He's got the wrong band name on here. I had no idea Shortino was ever even Quiet Riot. I had no clue. I guess I got to go check this album out because this song is awesome.
Seriously, check the album out. You won't be disappointed.
Wow. Yeah. Love the song.
All right.
BB, wrap it up.
My two, we're going to talk about Wasp from the 2007 album Dominator, Take Me Up. Love Blackie Lawless's vocals on this whole album, but the hidden gem, the hidden all-star, the guy that really carries this album is Doug Blair on the guitar. Mm-hmm. This guy, the guitar work on this album is fucking fantastic, and nobody's ever heard of Doug Blair. And I wanted to finish the album with kind of like a poppy-ish, ballad that really brings out the 80s, early 90s kind of ballad that we're all used to. It's called Don't Blame It on Love from Danger Danger. It comes off the Screw It album from 1991. Ted Poley's vocals are really, really great on this album, and the guitar work is really good, and the harmonics are good on this song. It's just a really good album closer for me, and the band together really, really bring it to this song. So there's my two.
So Wasp, I never listened to them before. I know.
Oh
it's
my
terrible,
God,
right?
Jennifer.
You got so much work to do with you.
We got to send her to summer camp.
You're going to summer camp.
Damn it. I really did like the song though. I thought it was a great song. And Danger Danger, I love the guitar intro into the song, and I would definitely listen to the song again.
All right.
All right, Take Me Up, Wasp. And Doug Blair is the guy that I apologize to for giving another guy the props for his for calling his guitar playing Daryl Roberts. Once again, I apologize. Kick-ass song, I like it. And this song is so good that it pretty much made me forget that it's not a fucking ballad.
Yes.
So it didn't make it to Exile Island. And however, Don't Blame It on Love came in second on Exile Island. Great song though. I think it's an excellent song. This song screams, I hate saying hair metal, but screams that it's a mid-tempo song, I think. Great song though. The great Ted Poley on vocals. The solo is really, and the solo on this song is really, I think, totally fits the song. It's not over crazy. It's not understated. It's just fits the song perfect. It's a great song, but it's kind of cool though. BB Sonny bookended his songs with his two guys that he stalks, Richie Kotzen and Jeff Scott Soto. And you bookended your songs with songs that really weren't ballads, but
yes,
I like them all though. They're all good. All right, Phil.
Wasp. It's a very epic sounding song.
I love you, buddy.
I know.
Just really, end of the world-ish epicness. I'll say it really grabs you. It's a great song. Danger Danger. I love the chorus harmonies. It's such a catchy chorus. And I was enthralled by it, and the guitar work was great. And
that song is so good. Casey downloaded it on her phone.
Oh, really? Wow.
For a 12-year-old female,
it's phenomenal. I really loved that song. It was a great song to end your life.
She's going to summer camp with Jenn.
That's all right.
Going to summer camp.
Sonny.
That's all right.
All right, so Take Me Up, awesome. We'll get back to that in a second. Don't Blame It on Love. It sounds like it could have been a movie theme. It sounds a little Night Ranger, in one of those Michael J. Fox movies kind of thing. Love it. It's very, very catchy as hell. But both Ted and Blackie better get in the boat because they're going to Exile Island, baby. These are not back.
Damn it!
Damn.
They're sitting right next to Edge, going shit.
Edge is still on the shore.
Okay, I'm gonna finish up with Wasp. I mean, Take Me Up. I mean, this is probably the only Wasp album I don't have a hard copy of.
Really?
Because it was never released in the United States.
No, but
You can get it though.
you can get it. But
Hard
for
copy
some reason,
is not available.
hard copy not available on
I
BC
have
Luck.
it on CD.
But I mean, Blackie. Like Steve said,
Doug Blair.
not really. To me, that's so much a ballad, but such a good song. How can you not like it?
I was willing to overlook that.
Exactly.
So good.
And Danger, Danger. This comes off, Don't Blame It on Love, comes off a great album. It's a great song. But to me, it's too upbeat to be a ballad.
Damn it.
But I love the song. And there's two great ballads on the album. Ballads.
Actual
Piano.
bands.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm surprised you didn't pick one of those. Anyways, great album.
Damn it.
So anyway,
I like the song. It's just too
Good
upbeat.
research, baby.
It's too upbeat, I think. It's too upbeat. But great song.
all right. So my last two, I have Aerosmith. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. It comes from the soundtrack of the movie Armageddon, which is
Armageddon.
one of my favorite movies.
Great movie.
Jan.
I didn't say my favorite movie. I said one of my favorite movies.
Let her finish, Dylan. Stop interrupting.
Sorry, but that song kind of had meaning. I was dating someone, and then he left and moved away, and
Idiot.
yeah, kind of felt sad, and I didn't want to miss a thing, and then we broke up. So
So we missed the whole thing.
I missed the whole thing. And my last pick is Pete Townsend, My Love. I love that song. I've always liked it since I was a little kid, and my dad used to play it. I know Steve says, that's not a ballad, but I like it, and I love the lyric. I'll give you a four-leaf clover and take all the worry out of your mind. Let my love open your door, Steve.
I was going to say, what's the name of the song?
My love. I know. What did I say at first? I called it something different.
Well,
He said my love. It's like let my love open the door, right?
That's the name of the song, Let My Love Open the Door.
Oh, I did it again.
Oh, see?
Yes.
Well, because
Whatever.
Boy, oh boy.
when Jen said that, I'm looking my love. I'm like, there's no fucking song like my love. What the fuck? And I'm thinking like, is it let my love open the door? And then she said, yes, that's it.
Oh, shit.
And totally not a ballad. This
Big time.
came in.
Good,
at
at least I'm
number-
not going to be on the only
This
one
came
on the island.
This came in at number 4.
Me and you and Dylan
on
can hang out.
Exile Island.
Yeah, whatever.
It's okay. It's a little too poppy for me, but it's listenable. I don't want to miss a thing. And no matter what Dylan says, Jen, I think the movie Armageddon is fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Good movie.
The song, not so much. It's okay. It's a little heart rendering when you get
But it had meaning
the
to me.
video thing. Absolutely, and that's what it's all about. What it means to you. The song doesn't really have a lot of meaning to me. It's not bad. There's no really guitar solo in it, so it kind of doesn't help me out at all. But the harmonies are good. I said on that one.
Oh, all right.
I had that written right
Okay.
down.
Harmony is good.
All right, Dylan.
Okay, I'll talk about that.
We don't want a movie review.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
I'll
just telling you.
Relax, jeez. don't jump down my throat, please. I'll talk about I Don't Want to Miss a Thing last. I don't think the Pete Townsend song is a ballad, but it is a great song, and I love Pete Townsend. He is a phenomenal musician and has paved the way for many of the musicians that we respect today, including Paul Stanley, because the windmill and the breaking of the guitar, that was a Pete Townsend original.
That's a ripoff.
And they also do the one part in Won't Get Fooled Again now during Lick It Up. So, anyways, okay, so I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. This song was always one that you would constantly hear. I would say it's probably the most played Aerosmith song on the radio.
Right.
I would go out on a limb and say that. There was a
Pretty close.
time,
Elevator.
and I saw you put this on your list, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I hate this song so much. And then I put the song on, and I found myself singing along to it. And really enjoying the journey of the song.
Wow.
So it was originally going to be on my bottom list, but I had too much fun listening to it to put it on my bottom list. I was like, just like doing the just to hear you breathe it. Like it's fun to sing along to. Steven Tyler's vocals in this song are just so soaring, and he has these little quirks that he does in the song that I really enjoy, and the orchestra is just so overly cheesy and wonderful.
So overly cheesy.
I love it. It's a fun song, I'll say. I used to hate it, but it's fun. I enjoy it now.
Awesome.
Sonny.
He used to hate it, but now he loves it.
I like the movie. I think the movie's great. I don't want to miss a thing. Aerosmith was on a run of ballads at this point, right? Crying, Angel. I mean, they were killing it when it came to ballads. So I think it's a great song. I Love Open the Door. Does it sound like Bang on the Drum All Day a little bit?
It does.
It does.
Yeah, a little
Right?
I can hear it.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's a ballad. So Pete's sitting with Edge on the Exile Island. But it's a great song, though. Love the
right.
song.
That's okay.
Aerosmith, I don't want to miss a thing. I mean, back, Sonny said they were doing the ballad thing big time back then.
Ballad machine.
But, I mean, hey, like Sonny said, this is definitely a song to get you laid to, I think. In my
He's
book,
going to bust out the animal crackers.
Oh, I love that.
And if it came up through the valley. And Pete Townsend, My Love, I'm familiar with the song. It's not a bad song. I don't think it's a ballad. Exile Island.
The tribe has spoken, Jen.
Oh, wait, we have one more.
Yeah. I don't.
What's going on?
I don't want to miss a thing. As much as it was played to death, I really love this song. It's so catchy. It's easy on the ears. Steven Tyler's vocals are fucking spot on, and the orchestra behind them is amazing. It's so easy to listen to, and I think that's one of your great picks. And then let my love open the door. It's bad enough you don't know the actual title to the song. I actually remember this song. I had a remember Full Tilt? They used to sell albums on TV.
Oh, what?
It was called Full Tilt. I had an album. This was on in like 1981 because I actually had to look it up.
Was that like the generic K-Tel?
Yeah. And for some reason, somebody got it for me for Christmas, and this was on there. And I think Phil Collins was on there, like Blondie was on there. It was like a bunch of goofy songs, and this is where I actually first heard it. And I love you, Jen, but
He didn't even like it then.
I didn't like it in 1981, and
That's all right.
I don't.
I'm going to the island with the song. So.
He does want to miss the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
My love for the song, I'm going to close the door.
All right, my final two picks. I kind of wanted to end this one with, this may not be considered a ballad, but I don't know. I look at it as a ballad. Probably the most unlikely band to have a song on this list. It's a Motorhead song. It's from the album Bad Magic, the last Motorhead album that there will be. Studio album, because I'm sure there'll be a million live shit coming out and compilations. And the covers album came out after. But the last Motorhead album with the original songs on it, called Till the End. And, Lemmy is not, the Steven Tyler, the Richie Kotzen, the Jeff Scott Soto of singing. But if you listen to this song and you take this song out of the context that this is like the last album Motorhead did before Lemmy passed away, and if you listen to the lyrics, it's a moving song, and I think it's great, and I think it put a great ending on Motorhead. And I mean, no one knew at the time that this was going to be the last Motorhead album. Probably guessed because you could see Lemmy was kind of declining, but I'm okay with this being the last Motorhead album. I think it's fucking excellent. And I think this song is kind of foreshadows what was going to take place like maybe a year and a half later. And I absolutely think it's a great song.
Hey, Potter Than Hellions, future Dylan here. At this point in the episode, we came to my dad, Steve's last pick, and we discovered that he had picked the wrong song from A Star Is Born, starring Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, that he wanted to pick. He picked I'll Always Remember Us This Way, and he wanted to pick the last song, I'll Never Love Again. Seeing as most of the other people on the episode had not listened to the song he wanted to talk about, we decided to just scrap the pick altogether and to go on from there, making Motorhead his last official pick. So from here on, if you hear anybody talking about the song we're not supposed to talk about or anything like that, we decided to just scrap it, and that's the song that we're referring to. If you want to listen to it, it's on the soundtrack. It's a great soundtrack, but it is a bit spoilery, so be warned. And take it away, guys.
I love this song. This is probably one of my favorite songs we listened to for this episode. I think it has so much meaning. And I actually compare it to David Bowie's last album, Black Star, where after Lemmy's passing and after Bowie's passing, the lyrics mean so much more, and it adds another element to the song that wasn't there before. And honestly, this is probably one of my favorite Motorhead songs of all time, because it has the kind of solo that I absolutely love in a song, where it's like this crescendo that's building, and then the solo is just like boom, and it comes out and it punches you in the face, and you're just like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing in the world. And Lemmy actually really sells the sincerity of the song, and you really feel the weight behind his words, and I think it's a perfect capper for an amazing career that Lemmy Kilmister had, and it's phenomenal. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, Motorhead songs.
Lemmy's not exactly Michael Bolton, I can tell you that. I don't know a lot of Motorhead, to be honest. I need somebody that knows that I'm a melodic rock fan to make me a Motorhead playlist, because I only know I can maybe name 2 Motorhead songs. Lemmy just, the voice never connected with me. This is a good song, so there's obviously something with Motorhead I should probably listen to. I just don't kind of know where to start. But yeah, the ballad thing, it's interesting with his voice, but it was a good song though.
I can just go my notes here. Like it. Lyrics, classic bass sound, and the guitar solo. Now, this is probably one out of everybody's surprising songs. Not surprising songs, just surprising artist. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, the music for this song is fantastic. I think it's a great song from a non-ballad band. Mm-hmm. Like, it just shows a different side.
Unexpected.
Yeah, it's unexpected. Shows you a different side of the band, and I think it's fantastic.
I never really listened to Motorhead, and RA got me into listening to it, and he's like, come on, we're going to go see him in concert. I'm like, nah, I don't want to go to a concert that I don't really know the songs. And now he's dead, and I'm an asshole because I didn't go.
See?
So I'm kind of pissed off at myself.
They wouldn't have done this one, though. They didn't do this one.
But I like this song. I think it's a great song, and I never would have thought of Motorhead having a ballad, because he does have a different voice, and he's not really Michael Bolton, but it was a good song.
No.
Yeah.
My list ending off. Okay, this is gonna be the one that I'm gonna get the most shit for. Not this next song, but the one after it. This one is definitely the definition of an '80s ballad. I Want to Know What Love Is, from Agent Provocateur is the name of the album. It has the classic Lou Gramm powerful vocals. Yeah, the keyboards are provided by the Thompson Twins frontman, Tom Bailey, which I think is pretty cool. Thompson Twins, Hold Me Now. Great song. I almost picked that, but it's a very long song. But this one, the chorus, I think, is what steals the show for me. It has that powerful uplifting in the chorus. The choir is amazing, and I love live. They bring up a local choir to sing the song on stage, which I think is stellar. But it's just that classic 80s ballad that you know and love. So this last song is a cover from a band that we talked about before on my birthday episode, and that one of us at the table really hated. I'll say I'm currently wearing a shirt of the band. It's a cover of a Tony Braxton song. It was released on a compilation album called Death to False Metal. It's Unbreak My Heart by Weezer. So this was originally recorded during the sessions for their album Make Believe, which has the worst song in existence, Beverly Hills, on it. This is actually a song that I think Rivers Cuomo does really well singing. He has the melancholy and the cheese that's needed to pull this song off. The guitar work on it is great. I love when he goes falsetto in the song. It's just freaking hilarious, and I love it. I love Weezer's cover choices, though sometimes the covers aren't as exciting as I would like them to be. Cough, their version of Africa Cough. I like it. They don't do anything special with it, I don't think. And they actually just came out with the covers album. That's their 5th self-titled album. But Unbreak My Heart, I love their version of it. I think they rock it up a bit. The background music is amazing, and I had to end my album with with a Weezer song. So we're going with Sonny next, right? You get to talk about it last, Dad. So gather your hatred and get ready to talk. Sonny, what do you think?
All right, so let's talk Foreigner first. So you guys remember that song, I Don't Want to Live Without You?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right, another Foreigner song. So I remember in the 90s, karaoke was big. So somebody was doing that song, karaoke bar I was at. I'm like, oh, I could do that song. So I did it a couple of times, felt good. The worst thing that's ever happened to I Want to Know What Love Is, which is a beautiful song, and Lou Gramm is untouchable, is I tried to do a karaoke and fucking murdered it.
Were you Z flat?
Thank God there's not U2 Live of that shit somewhere. Oh my God. But I love that song. That is an amazing song. Unbreak My Heart. I'm a huge R&B fan, and I love the Toni Braxton version. This version, it's just missing kind of the pain and the soul that Toni puts into it. I asked for my $1.29 back from Apple for buying the song. I have not heard back yet.
Okay.
Okay. Foreigner.
Follow that one up.
Foreigner. I one of my diehard Foreigner guy, but classic ballad from Foreigner with Lou Gramm. I Want to Know What Love Is. I mean, like you said, has all the cliches of a.
It checks all the boxes.
Checks all the boxes of a hit ballad, but I mean, hey, it stood the test of time. And Weezer, Break My Heart. I mean, I'm familiar with the original version, which I respect. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
So it was weird hearing this. Like, I mean, I understand there's parts of it are cool, and there was parts that lost me. I don't know why. Maybe because the original song's not my cup of tea. But I respect the original.
Okay, so now the Foreigner song, because you said something before about an orchestra behind it. So we're not talking about the original one?
No, I meant the choir.
No.
The
Choir.
Right.
When they play live and wherever
Right.
they are.
Yeah, they bring up
The choir on the original song,
Right.
too.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I meant the
Oh,
choir. Like,
I thought you were
choir.
talking about the one that you said, because that's really good too.
Well, I sent that one just to check that
Just to check it
version
out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause
I was talking the original.
Okay, no, that's. I'm just making
Yeah.
sure. I Want to Know What Love Is of Foreigners. It's just a fantastic song. It's one of their quintessential songs. It's really, really cool. On Break My Heart, I enjoyed it. You know, Weezer's that band that kind of they like to push the boundary, and I really think it's a great cover. It's definitely better than the original, and I'm kind of I'm turning like a closet Weezer fan. I think they're fun. They're fun. They're funny, and
Closet something.
Once you realize that they're all like the biggest dorks on the planet, Weezer becomes really good. Like, they just did a cover of the TLC song "No Scrubs."
No way.
And it's so funny to hear this dorky white man sing "No Scrubs"
I know.
by TLC.
They even got props on Twitter from
Yeah, the original
from the original singer of that song.
One of
Whoever that is.
one of the original members of TLC was like, "I really want to perform this with you guys live," because they liked it so much. And they also do
Never heard
Sing
it.
it for
Blue
you.
Sky.
I
And
appreciate that.
they do a cover of "Paranoid," sung by their lead guitarist Brian Bell. It's pretty good. Okay,
My
Jen.
turn? All right, so Foreigner. This song is the definition of a ballad.
Yeah.
It's an awesome song. It really is. I love it. It's a good pick. Am I allowed to curse?
You can curse.
Sure, Dylan was throwing the F-bomb before. Didn't you hear
That's
him?
right. Oh,
I
yeah,
was
'cause he
letting
was
the
sticking up. He was
expletives
sticking up
fly.
for me.
Freedom of speech.
Dylan, I really like you. Dylan, I love you, but I love Weezer. I
Here's the butt
fucking
word.
hate
Sad.
Toni Braxton.
Yeah.
I don't hate the song. I hate Toni Braxton.
Okay.
So when I saw "Unbreak My Heart," I'm like, no, please, not Toni Braxton. And
It was.
it played like I listened to the first line. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. I fucking hate Toni Braxton. I want her to. No.
So did you
Do
listen?
not sing anymore.
That's
So
the
did you
part.
listen to the song at all?
No, I can't.
Wow.
I hate her.
Wow.
I hate her.
Wow. A lot of hate here on the podcast today.
Strong words for
So
the
I'm
strong
sorry.
man.
Yeah.
I love Weezer, but I can't.
All right, I'm going to start with Weezer.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Now, I was unaware that this was a cover song.
Yes.
Because I don't listen to that shit at all.
You never heard
Like-
the song before?
Never heard of it?
No.
This was
Why would I hear
all
that
over the
song?
place.
It's not anything that I would ever listen to. If it came, like, when
It's
MTV actually
popular.
played music, that would be
90s,
something I
like
would,
what,
like,
90,
move on from. You know what I mean?
94?
It would not be on any radio station that I would have ever
Commercial
listened
at
to.
one
It would not be on any like, thing that I would ever listen to. So I didn't
Want to
know
put them
that
on?
it was a cover song. However, the version of this song is 1,000% better than any of the shit that was on that fucking Weezer album that we had to listen to for your birthday episode.
I find that very interesting because this is the era of Weezer that people fucking hate.
And I didn't hate it at all. I thought it was way better than that whole other fucking album we had to listen to.
That's
It was
good.
terrible.
Way better.
It was fucking terrible. And I don't hate this song. I don't think it's great, but it's way the fuck better than that other crap that we had to listen
Tony
to.
Braxton?
No, I don't. I couldn't tell you.
He thinks Tony Braxton's the point guard for the Knicks.
That's a guy, right?
Or Braxton Hicks contract.
Oh, it's probably 20 with an I, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
with an I, yeah.
All right.
Listen to it and then
He's not.
text
He's
me-
not on the Knicks.
Text me and then you're gonna be like, oh my god.
All right, just
Forget
remind me
listening to
because
it, look it
I don't.
up
I
on
don't
the
know if my
internet.
phone will even download something like
Yeah.
that. All right, so I didn't hate it. Seriously, I was like, it was better than all the other Weezer shit that I had to fucking listen to. I Want to Know What Love Is. Probably, if you Google or open up a dictionary, that's like a book with a bunch of words in it and the meanings. Everybody.
Wikipedia.
And you put in I Want to Know What Love Is, that will come up as Ballad. Unbelievable. I think it's great. I love the vocals. I love the feeling of the song. And all the foreigner purists out there will be like, oh, Lou Gramm. But you know what? Kelly Hansen sings that
Oof.
song fucking excellent.
He does.
And is
He does.
Kelly Hansen Tommy Thayer's twin brother?
A little bit, yeah. He's
Seriously,
definitely-
are they fucking brothers?
He's definitely in a family.
And if they're not brothers, they're at least
They're
fucking
cousins.
cousins.
Yeah. Okay.
They're third cousins.
But like, he's an amazing vocalist too. I mean, listen to and I sent these guys a version of the latest live version of them doing it. The cover is half of a Les Paul and half of a violin, and it's a great version of it. And it's just that it's a fucking amazing ballad. And I think and I want to say that Dylan, good job. I don't think there's a better song to end this episode talking about than this song. Even all the other songs we did on the other episodes and the ones we did tonight, I think this is like the
The
song.
definition of a ballad.
And I think it, that is the perfect wrap-up song. And, it was not my evil thinking having you go last, but it actually worked out pretty good.
It did.
And let me say something about that song. They just recently re-released this song in 2019 for like the Shiners something with all the
kids.
proceeds of the song that they do for this with Kelly Hansen goes to that Shriners hospital that helps all the
State.
Like handicapped kids. And
yeah
stuff.
handicapped kids
Yeah.
and so
So
go download that.
Download it. All right. That wraps up all of our things. I know it was a long episode, and we are not going to break this one into two. But I threw this out there the night before we recorded, and I wanted everybody to do this. So I wanted to hear, and we won't discuss them. We'll just like go around the table, and I wanted to hear everybody's top 10 ballads. You can't include any of your own, and I want the bottom 5. And I got a feeling I'm going to get fucking bashed really bad for the bottom 5. But Dylan, since you went last, you go first on this one. Give us your
So
give us your top 10 ballads from this whole episode.
So real quick, I'm just going to explain. I decided to make it fair. I picked 2 songs from everybody for the best, and I picked 1 song from everybody for the worst. Just to even it out and to make sure I didn't hurt anybody's feelings. So we'll start with the worst. The worst song was, without a
did that
doubt,
happen?
2 out of 3 ain't bad. No, never again. Then Don't Turn Your Back on Me, I think, is my second. 3 In a Dream. 4 I'll Be There for You, because I'm blown out of proportion with that song. And 5 I picked Crocus, since I don't think it's a ballad.
Okay, so that's your bottom 5.
That's my bottom
Okay, do your
5.
bottom 5 and then do your top 10.
Boy, Dill, I can't believe Crocus is worse than you two.
Come on.
Well, I could only pick one. I could only pick one from everybody. So
I don't like when you make your own decisions.
I picked 2 out
Talk
of
to
3
me
bad
first.
because that one made me want to have open heart surgery or something.
Not necessarily.
Okay, Sonny. Do you
Sonny.
want to go next?
So I'm doing my worst.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
worst.
All right, so I did not pick one from everybody's. I just did the 5
I
worst.
didn't either.
Number 5 was Just Another Fire. Sorry. Number 4 was You're All I Need. Deserves it. Number 3, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Need 3 out of 3. It'd still be bad. Number 2 was that just terrible Unbreak My Heart piece of crap. And number 2, Edge is still on the goddamn island with So Cruel. It was just cruel all the way around.
2 out of 5, baby. Okay. Jen, BB, you're bottom 5.
I want to know how do I change this, because the song that we didn't talk about, one of yours, it was on my bottom 5.
Wow.
Just skip that. Do a bottom 4.
Okay.
Really?
And you got to be smoking fucking crack anyways. But go ahead, bottom 4.
That's it. We're gonna fight. So Cruel, Steve. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, Steve. The song that we didn't talk about, Steve.
Wow, crack smoker.
I got a bit.
BC, I love you, man.
I know.
Long, hard road.
Okay.
And then I had a tough time, so I picked yours, Jen, because you didn't know the actual name of the song. So let your love open the door.
All right.
Sonny, we escaped.
Yeah.
All right, BC.
I'm gonna go Pete Townsend, My Love. U2, So Cruel. Bull Bice in the Dream. Just because there's no music, I don't know. Bull for My Valentine and Slaughter Real Love.
Bullets it. Just keep it a no.
Jen.
This is in no particular order.
No, but
here.
you can whatever, however you want to do
What do we
it.
gotta do?
So, Heaven Sent, I Don't Want to Be Your Fool, Unbreak My Fucking Heart,
Listen to that. That's not
So
fair.
Cruel, and Days Like Today.
So it's like 2 for you, BC,
Why are you
wasn't it?
stabbing me?
Well, you got you have the
Yeah,
most.
two for me.
I'm getting pummeled.
Sorry.
And now it's you.
Me?
Yeah.
Did you go?
Yeah.
She just went.
Oh, am I the last
right.
one? Oh, you went, right?
I went.
you're
lost.
last.
Okay.
Like I said.
These are in order.
No.
These are in order.
Of course they are.
From 5 to 1.
Wow.
High from Kotzen. Sorry, Sonny.
Wow.
4 Changes from Sabbath.
What the
3 I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. 2 In a Dream, Bo Bice. And 1 Patience from Guns N' Roses.
It's all right.
So I got
got 2.
one Dylan, 2 Sonny's, and 2 Jens.
We escaped.
You guys both of you escaped, so fuck the both of you. All right, top 10.
Top 10.
I'd say go from 10 to 1. Okay. Not least favorite, but like you know what I mean. BB.
Oh boy, I didn't do 10 to 1. I just did. Okay.
Whatever. No, whatever.
Okay.
However you
Just
want.
read them off.
All right. So Steve, the 2 I love from yours is I'll Be Over You Until the End. Sonny, I loved High and When I Find Love. Dylan, Changes and The Day That Never Comes. Jen, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
Aw, thanks.
You're welcome. And BC, you have 3.
Wow.
Nobody Knows, Just Another Fire, and Don't Want to Be Your Fool.
Okay, my turn. Yeah, I didn't go in any order either. I just picked 2 from everybody. BB, yours were Cemetery Gates and In a Darkened Room. Dad, yours were I Don't Love You and Till the End. BC, yours were Love Is a Lie and Nobody Knows. Jen, yours were Nothing Else Matters and Not Enough. And then Sonny, yours were actually the same as BB's, When I Find Love and High. Love those 2 songs.
Okay, Sonny.
All right, I went 10 to 1, and I didn't spread it out, so I just picked the 10 that I liked the best. So 10 was Deeper the Love, Whitesnake, and Somebody Woohoo, whoever's it is. Days Like Today, Roxanne. 8 was In a Darkened Room, Skid Row. 7 was Bittersweet Memories, Bullet. 6 was House of Broken Love, Great White. 5 was When You Walk Away, Danny Vaughan. 4 was I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner. 3 was I'll Be Over You, Toto. 2 was I'll Be There For You, Bon Jovi. And my number 1 was Screaming in the Night, Crocus.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Holy shit.
And a boy, Pooni.
This is no order, and I didn't pick them that way. So I have Poison, Real Love, In a Darkened Room, the song that we're not supposed to talk about.
Okay.
Wake Me Up When September Ends, Hysteria, End of Summer Days, Don't Turn Your Back on Me Now, Don't Blame It on Love, and The Day That Never Comes.
4, baby.
Wow, Dylan was rocking that list.
Half my list.
All right, BC.
No order. I don't know. Anyways, 10, Bon Jovi, I'll Be There For You. 9, Roxanne, Red Rose. Aerosmith, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Foreigner, I Want to Know What Love Is. Richie Kotzen, Hi. Motorhead, Till the End. Black Sabbath, Changes. Great White, House of Broken Love. Revolution Saints, I Would Have Changed a Thing. And number 1 song I can't talk about.
Okay.
I thought that was the best song.
That was my bad.
I love that.
BB, you were just fucking
was
smoking.
surprising.
You gotta
That's
get off
another
the crack.
That's another song that's
It's a good song, but the song that he wanted to pick was much
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a different song. It's a different song.
But that's a good song.
much better.
Okay, my picks. These are in order, but I kind of goofed up here. 10, I wouldn't change a thing. And number 9 was Not Enough from Van Halen.
Holy crap.
Wow, surprising.
Number 8 was You're All I Need from Motley Crue. Nobody Knows from Roxy Blue. Every Breath You Take from The Police.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Well, excuse me there,
Boy,
Siri.
how about that?
Siri does not.
Siri does not like that song.
House of Broken Love will be next. Don't Turn Around. Don't Want to Be Your Fool. House of Broken Love. And my number 1 is I Want to Know What Love Is. Huh?
I can see you did House of
Did I say-
Broken Love
okay,
twice.
House of Broken Love was back there. I Want to Know What Love Is was number 1.
I don't know how to respond to that.
I know.
Okay.
That worked out great. All right, so you guys out there, I know we had a long episode. This was a fucking absolute blast to do. We'll go around the table really quick and final thoughts, and we'll wrap up. Dylan.
I'm just going to leave off with 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad is a horrible song. That's it.
I said final words, not final shots.
Final words.
Last
It's a long walk home.
The rest of your songs were good, though.
Again, another great episode. Some great guests. Sonny, as always, honored to have you. And Jen, we have so much work to do with you.
I know.
And everybody else, thank you for tuning in and checking us out.
Sonny.
I've been nothing but nice to you guys. How so cruel to have to listen to you two. So cruel.
We didn't pick
You're
that.
welcome again.
No, guys, thanks for having me on. I love talking ballads, and just a pleasure being on with you guys again.
Thank you guys for letting me come on the show again. Steve, you started off bashing me about Sammy, but then you added him to one of your top songs. So
I did.
We're all good now.
All right.
And I want to thank everyone for making me listen to songs that I've never heard of before, because I did find some songs that I actually like.
Yeah, this was a great episode, and it always, for some reason, either Dylan and Steve or Steve and I are like there's always going to be like a fight breaking out.
It's always
and-
Steve in there.
Yeah, it's always Steve
There-
and
there-
someone.
There is a common denominator. I agree.
Just call me
But a great episode. You have a different avenue of what do you think a ballad is or not. And Sonny, thank you for coming on once again. And Jen, as always, you're always welcomed in the podcast. And it was a fun time. And it's all about busting balls in my book. And Steve knows that. And I will bust Steve's balls any day, any time. And he knows I'm just here to do that. And he would do it right back to me. So it's a great time. And everybody, I hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day, because it would be like the day after, right? So.
Yep.
For everybody out there in podcast land, if you were here with us, you would know that Jen has a Yeti cup and her sweater matching colors.
Yeah.
I just noticed
and
it.
what's on the Yeti cup?
5150.
That's right, 5150, baby.
One of the crappiest songs on the album.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Guys, this was such a fucking excellent time. I had a great time tonight. Thank you, Sonny. Thank you, Jen. You can catch Sonny on the Grown Up Rock podcast with his awesome partner, Stephen Michael, that is on our show a bunch of times. And listen to those guys on Grown Up Rock podcast. Check out Sonny on Podcast Rock City with Joe Polo and Jody Havnot. Those guys kick ass totally. Awesome Kiss podcast. They got a ton of shit to talk about now that Kiss is out on their last tour. Jen, thank you very much for spending time with us. I know it's a little late in the night for you at this point, and I do like your cup, even though it's got 5150 on it. I enjoyed it, and you match very well.
Thank you.
I just want to thank Dylan and BB and BC. You guys fucking kick ass. I think we have a great rapport going here, and a lot of ball busting going on out there. And you guys, if a lot of these songs, I'm sure probably a lot of you guys probably haven't heard before. We have a Spotify playlist that we have on every episode. It's in our link on the podcast, so you either click on that, rock out to the songs, or want to jump into traffic to these songs, or jump off a bridge or whatever. They're the songs that you may want to do this to. Check out the ones that I did. They were really great, even though these guys didn't really like them.
There's going to be, I know, at least 3 that aren't going to be on the playlist because they're on YouTube.
Okay, that's no problem. And they're probably either BC's or Sonny's because they always pick you out of the radar stuff. But even the songs that you haven't heard, if they're not on the playlist, check them out on YouTube.
That's okay because it's Cry Wolf, so don't worry about it.
God damn it.
Sorry.
So you guys, thank you out there. Congratulations again, Rick Howard, to winning the Click T contest. And thanks again, Jen. Thanks again, Sonny, BB, BC, Dylan. And you guys out there, we love you guys. We will see you next time, and there definitely will be a next time. The last one, spoiler alert. I'm going to put this out there. If you have not seen the Star Is Born movie,
I don't think you should say the spoiler on that because Jen hasn't actually seen it.
haven't
You don't
seen
have to talk about the spoiler when you're talking about this song.
I do.
I didn't see it.
Don't ruin it for me. I will knock you right off the fucking
don't
island.
see it.
Whoa! I do.
Yeah,
All right.
right.
Well, you know what? I'm going to skip this song. Move on, and I'll pick a different song.
No,
Because-
go with that
no,
song.
no, I can't pick
You
the song.
don't need to talk about the spoiler for that song you're talking about.
I do.
It's not the last song.
It is the last song.
It's not the last song.
Dylan, you do one. I'll pick another
No,
one. Go ahead.
Because
no.
listen. It's not the last song
See,
because
it's
I
not
think
gonna
you
be me
should
and
have
Steve.
picked the
It's
last
gonna-
song. The last song is "I'll Never Love Again."
Joe Polo,
That's-
second
that's-
fight, Kona Star.
That's actually.
Ding, ding, ding. And in this corner, we have
remember
DW.
us this way is
Don't
not
call me
the last
Stephen
song.
Wright.
You know, and I gotta
And in
say,
this
I
corner,
wrote
we
down.
have the
I
Podfather
wrote down
from the Potter the
the
Middle
wrong.
Buckle.
I wrote down the wrong song, but that song that you mean is the one that I meant to pick.
Okay, good, because that was the one I thought you should have picked.
That's the one that I. Okay. All right. So move on. I will pick a different song.
No, you can still pick it, but just
I'm not.
skirt around the issue.
I just move on. I'll
No, we have to
another
pick it
song
'cause it
because
You
sucks.
have to pick it.
Huh?
Just
Your
pick
song
it and
there
don't
is.
talk
You gotta
about the
pick it.
spoiler.
I gotta remember how it goes. Go ahead. Come back to me.
Okay, Jesus. Well, I wanted to talk about that song. Okay.
We are going to talk about this song.
I'm gonna listen to the song in my headphones while you guys are talking about
God.
my
Okay.
first song or whatever. I don't know.
Second time.
Motorhead.